Hi everyone, it's the Honest Long-Term Review Guy here, and today I'm going to be checking out this steering wheel lock. Simple as that. This thing I actually really like. I had, I think the brand, well, it doesn't, actually Amazon doesn't like us talking about different brand names, but I had a similar device back when I was younger. Really liked it. This one is comparable, definitely. It's sturdy, metal, well built. I've been using this for a while. Where I live, or where we live, my better half myself, there have been a rash of break-ins, vehicle thefts recently, and our neighbor actually not too far, just up the road that way and across on the other side, they had their truck stolen, despite having an alarm system, which concerned me because I've got an alarm system here for my Honda. And so a couple other neighbors beside them heard the alarm system going off briefly, and then the alarm system stopped, and but despite that, the truck eventually, the truck was gone the following morning, so the rest is history. So after hearing that, and from talking with my neighbor, when I saw this, I was like, okay, I'm going to double up, and I just don't want to ever have someone take this, because this is kind of my Honda Element here is my little, my pride and joy. Been using this. It is super simple. If you're not familiar with clubs, one thing which I will say is on my Honda here, I've got my cruise control down here, and traditionally what you're supposed to do, you're with these now, traditionally, I don't know if that's still true with a lot of newer makes, but traditionally with steering wheel clubs, you were supposed to put them in this type of position so that the bar would then come down here, interfere with your leg, hit the seat, etc., so you couldn't rotate the steering wheel that way. And by the way, sorry for the awkward video because I'm in such a confined space. By the way, also sorry for the cracked windshield. It's up here in Canada, the end of winter, so lots of rocks and gravel and such like that are kicked up during winter time up here. But traditionally you're supposed to have it down here, but because of my cruise control, I don't want these, while braking those buttons. So, I've been doing it, and you can also, this does come with a rubber cap. And I also liked this other point. This had the exact same thing that my old, when I was young. You can take that off, and that comes with a little, technically a glass break punch, but if you're unfamiliar, nowadays this would work on my Honda Element here, but modern newer vehicles, the glass on passenger vehicles, on side windows and such, glass is typically laminated on newer vehicles, so it's much harder to use these glass punches to break out side windows. So, but on older vehicles like mine, you can use these glass punches, and that'll just break the glass and make it easier to just break a glass, get out if necessary, whatever. But you can put that back on, and there we go. But you can set it up so that, get that, and you can set this up so that you can have the whole thing. Again, sorry for the awkwardness here. So you can get this so that you can set it up so that the lock is on your window, or lock is on your steering wheel that way, and that rubber plasticized tip can go up against your window and not break it. Bad guys can still then break your window and have some maneuverability of the steering wheel, so they can still drive a little bit. Because of that, I have just been using it this way, going down, okay? And that is still going to go against the seat. You might then be thinking, well, how do you get in or out? For me, it's still pretty easy. Getting this on and off, super easy, okay? And it's just like, and actually, I'm sorry again for the ridiculousness, but, okay, there it is, okay? This is on. And you might be thinking, okay, well, it's all loose and such, but, okay, that though, sorry, and I don't want you seeing, but I'm going to close my door. So you see, well, actually, sorry, I should. You're going to get, sorry about that loudness. But, so right there, bad guy comes in or whatever, door is closed. Okay, that's as much as the steering wheel. Okay, steering wheel is unlocked now, by the way. That's as much as the steering wheel can turn to the right if bad guy has the door closed. If bad guy wants to drive around with the door open, obviously bad guy has a lot more freedom and flexibility to how much the steering wheel can turn to the right. But currently, okay, that's as much as the steering wheel can turn to the right. Okay, and then if you're wondering, like, how can I get out? Well, then that goes all the way up there. I can easily exit. Hey, buddy. Okay. So that is that. Okay. So I just wanted to let you know that, yep, this thing is fantastic. Super easy to get off as well. Okay. Just going to get that in there properly. Done. Okay. Just like that. Okay. Super easy. And that was one-handed, by the way. If I had two hands, it would have been simpler. All of this would have been a lot easier. Takes a second, 1.5, 2 seconds to go on, 1.5, 2 seconds to get off, with two hands. And just a very easy extra way to secure your vehicle. And just especially as an added, a deterrent, added deterrent for bad guys to stay the heck away from your vehicle, so that they move on to another. Okay. So, that is it. Hopefully everyone, takes good care and stays safe. Until next time. Cheers.
It's very good.